Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Muprov Musings. This is episode number 85. I'm one of your hosts, Hal Munger, and today we have the second part of the Sjoelenterviews. These interviews will be conducted by the visitors and the international members of Flock Festival. And like part one, every interview will be conducted during the Dutch game of Sjoelen. So strap in, get ready for some discs clacking, some points scoring in an even number of holes, and let's see who among the visitors to the Flock Festival reaches the highest score and who provides the wisest insights. If there was a counterpart to Flock Theatre anywhere in the world, it might be the newly formed Pretend Company in the UK, who also focuses on theatrical improv. I was lucky enough to get some of the founding members of the Pretend Company onto the Sjoelen board. We have Liam.
That's correct.
The Violence. And the creator of all the nicknames at the Sjoelen table.
I would say it's a team effort, but
when you look at someone, how do you? Yeah, you go.
Right.
How do you come up with a? How do you come up with a? Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
You're doing good.
How do you start improv?
what? I was at a university. Oh, well, technically. I mean, so I was. What's the word? So I used to do youth theatre at a place called Nottingham Youth Theatre with a guy called Alistair Conker, and he was as a relatively young man. I think he worked with Ken Campbell, who is like a old school British old school British theatre maker. And do I have to do this as quick as possible while being interviewed?
You don't have to do it as quick as possible. You are by far the quickest of anyone
I've just made that rule for myself.
Yeah, no, that's lovely.
Okay, good. So he was like an old school, Ken Campbell was an old school UK eccentric theatre maker. who went so we would do lots of devised theatre as kids, and improv was part of the process. And I didn't really know that at the time. Only later I really kind of clocked and put together, because Ken Campbell was one of the big inspirations for Showstopper. So anyway, so I did that, and then after having done that as a child, ages 13, 14 through 18, 19, I went to university, and at university, I joined the Comedy Society, and in the Comedy Society, you kind of had, they did sketch, stand-up, and improv, and if you did one of them, you had to do all of them. I went kind of wanting to do sketch writing, because I really enjoyed the devising process of devising theatre. But actually,
how did you know it was going to end up there?
But actually, I wound up I came out of that wanting to do improv, and then I've been doing improv kind of constantly ever since.
Wow. All right. You seem to like doing things in silly ways. What makes that silliness come to you?
It's just within me, I think. I really like animals. When you think about animals and the way that they do stuff, I think it's just quite charming.
And that's the game, and that's the interview.
Got very, not bad.
I really can't say that I answered any of those questions properly, I don't think. I think I was just... Not honestly.
But more importantly, while you were answering those questions,
I got a score of what?
You got a score of
69.
Yep. The silliest possible. It's okay.
It's fine. We're fine.
All right.
Can I have this microphone?
He never came back to the show.
was that the most opposite effect?
It took me like 30 minutes to do the interview because it wasn't talking.
Well, the thing is, neither could I, but I just prioritized.
All right.
Hello. Does it work? I don't know.
It does work. Welcome.
How do we play this game? I know.
Up next we have Chris, who's thinking of them right away. Chris, I'm curious what your big plans are.
What plans?
Yeah.
What for improv?
Yeah.
I'm starting a improv theatre company with Liam, who you just interviewed. And Ali James from Showstopper, and many other things as well.
Do you have any big goals for it?
Yeah, I think we want to like change the face of improv forever.
And what do you kind of have a direction that you're hoping to change that face towards?
Yes, so we see in London loads of people go through the improv sort of machine, right? Brilliant improvisers who are going through the level system, and then they come out the other side and they don't get any stage time. They can't take their journey any further, right? So we would love, with the Pretend Company, which is the name of our company, to do more of that stuff, really, to prioritize improv as theatre as a way to make theatre.
What has led you now to make the choices that you're making right now about how to operate it?
Well, a lovely question, but whoa! Essentially, I love improv. I want to do it for the rest of my life, and I want to create the kind of improv I want to see, right? And the only way of doing that is to work with amazing people and make it. So I feel like I'm in my 40s now. There's not really time not to do the stuff that I want to do. So it's really, really exciting working with Liam and Ali. I think they are incredible artists and beautiful human beings too. And I just want to spend my time making awesome art, and I think improv is the best art there is.
What art that you're making right now is most exciting you?
Well, at the moment, we've just started a new improv actors teacher program. Actors training program. And that, can I do that? I don't know. So we've just put that out. It's going to be a 16-week course. So that's really exciting.
Are you curriculum building right now?
We are, yeah.
What are the things that you were like, this needs to be in the curriculum that maybe the other teachers were?
Amazing. So the things we thought, first of all, is listening. I think listening is the most important thing of all. And after that, we put in stagecraft. So your voice, your body, your ability to tell stories and make stage pictures.
And that's the interview. All right.
Oh, I did poorly.
20, 32, 34, 36, 30, 8, 40, 44. Terrible. Flock has a very expansive definition of improv, and one thing that makes the festival stand out is the way that they curate and gather talented improvisers from all different art forms to one place. Yeah, okay. All right, next up we have Maria, who's a master of Buffon. Could you tell me a little bit about what Buffon is?
Should I start now?
Yeah.
So I will say, this is difficult. Buffon, wow, is like trying to laugh with the people about the failures or like let's say the failures of the people themselves, because you have a lot of them and they are visible. Maybe your psyche or your body, and they are kind of something that makes others make fun of you or don't like you. So you kind of bring up those failures that are not that visible, but in a way that is reflective, like that makes you think about your own
Are your bouffants based on yourself?
I think that they do have some aspects of who you are somehow, but as I said, like during the course, I think that because we are human, there are things that we are going to share always, like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Like passions or angriness or being worried or feeling embarrassed, like those things, and then you can make them bigger. And you can find different bouffants within you.
How does that amplification and making things bigger, how does that change what the audience sees or experiences?
Ooh. That was a mistake. Thank you. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Or like, why do you think it's fun to play with everything bigger like that?
I think it is about like make you different. And that difference makes you able to do things that you couldn't do if you were normal. You know? Like, but you're still kind of relatable because you have feelings. So it's the feelings. Yesterday, for example, there were a lot of cute bouffants and moments of awe, and also maybe moments of fear. Yeah.
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 Woo! There we
You just
go.
had to tell me. Oh, sorry.
And today you're teaching a workshop on organic lighting, right?
It wasn't me, it was Claudia and Kale, but I have teach that workshop
Oh,
other
I
times.
see. So you have a theater company then that is doing a lot of different things.
Yes, we are.
I see. Well, what are you doing there then?
Everything.
Everything.
Like, let's say that we are using improv as a tool to be able to explore other languages. So, for example, the organic lighting in a scene is something that we have seen with other people in Spain and that we liked and developed. And when we go...
Really love your...
Oh, there we go. A live bouffant compliment. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, thank you.
Great shot.
Like when you... Wow.
So you saw the lighting somewhere else and then you transformed it with improv somehow?
It came from improv, actually.
Oh.
But because we haven't seen that kind of work, like we developed it in our way, like bouffant,
Yeah.
and thought about sharing that with other people so they can do the same. And Claudia told us today that some people in the workshop, when she asked why were they there, they said to copy the workshop. And it's like, that's what we do as well, like, because you learn and then you teach what you learn.
So when you, like, if you saw someone's lighting and then were like, I want to learn how to do that, how do you as a company start playing around with lighting?
I think we kind of teach each other exactly what we remember. And then we start playing our way, which is mostly like all together, somehow like... Very organically, I think.
Okay, and that's all we'll ever know.
Thank you.
Because it's now time to score your Sjoelenterviews. We're low on 4s, but we're really high on 3s, which may lead to an interesting score. So we have a baseline of 40 plus another 15 off the 3s, so 55. And then another 10 off the 2s, so 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Well done. And you did that basically all off individual discs rather than the groups. So wonderful.
Thank you. The other day I did 88.
One lovely thing about Flock Festival is that it's a great place to make friends. I met many lovely and interesting improvisers in the workshops that I was taking, from as far north as Finland. All right. It's now a beautiful new day at Flock, and our next Sjoelenterview is Auri. Start throwing those discs.
I will.
So, you're an improviser and a philosopher. How do those two things intersect?
Those two things intersect in every possible way, because I feel like improvising it's very similar to thinking in general, because it's just like absolute creative freedom, which is what I feel philosophy feels like that to me as well.
What are you doing with that creativity in the improv universe? What creative things excite you?
I like dramatic, emotional. I like serious stuff. I kind of take joking around seriously too. I don't feel like doing comedy or improv in general is funny necessarily. I like the seriousness of it.
Is that what brings you to Flock Festival specifically, or what brings you here?
Festivals I enjoy because of the people. That's the big thing.
What are some great human interactions you've had at the festival so far?
I argued, well, me and Ron, Dr. Ron, we have a fake debate that's been going on the entire festival. He's a doctor of psychology, and we've been arguing like which is more useless, philosophy or psychology.
Wonderful.
And we're both losing.
Yeah, there's some sort of, the improvised social interactions is a funny thing. Has that community element made a big impact on your life?
Yeah, I think my closest friends are improvisers, and I just feel like improvisers are the best kind of people. I'd rather not hang with anyone else than improvisers.
All right, we're getting into the second round. Oop, that one's not going in. Auri has been tearing up the 1 slot and the 2 slot, but is missing 3s, a common theme across this whole podcast.
Yes.
We'll see what the second round brings. Going into the second round, is there any special improv passion that you have that differentiates your improv from the improv of the people around you?
I think music. I like incorporating music, and I like doing silent stuff. I like focusing on a single thing, like focusing on music in any show, focusing on just silent work. I don't like many things at once. So,
does your experience as a musical improviser and improvising on instruments affect how you improvise in person?
Yes, I think so. I think being a musician helps you listen in a different way. It's even if there's no music in a scene. Woo!
All right, you're up to 40.
Even if there's no music in a scene, you kind of end up listening in a different way. I feel it's a more accurate way of listening.
Yeah. Are you listening then for like actual information about the scene, or are you just listening for the sort of tempo and variation? Oh, that second round has not gone quite as well as you wanted to, although you've stacked up an impressive amount of discs on the right half of the board. The 3s and 2s are now the thing that you need to get you over the top.
I'll do it.
Auri currently has the second place score on the entire festival, so we'll see whether that translates into scoring high in the
But to answer your question from before, I think it's like you feel the rhythm in a different way if you play music. I think there's rhythm to all scenes.
How is there a way that you can verbalize that someone who's not a musician could take with them into their improv?
That's a hard one.
Gotta answer it and keep playing.
Come on, focus on the board.
What do I focus on? Oh no.
Threes.
Yeah, threes, twos, and whether you can take any lessons to teach people. Nice two. Focus on, or nice three.
Yeah, I think the same thing is like the same thing could be said of visual arts. It's like you become aware of negative space. When you start seeing negative space, you kind of can't not see it.
Yeah.
I think music works in the same way as you can figure out the slot you need to fill or fill.
Yeah.
So you can find the space that's not being occupied. It's easier to occupy it after that.
Yeah.
So this is the last one.
Let's see that last one comes in for the negative space. And, ooh, another disc has sunk, but unfortunately your negative space right now is
There's
in
a lot
the
of
two
negative
slot.
space.
You have racked up an impressive number of discs. In fact, 5 extra in the 1 and 4 extra in the 4. But with only 2 discs in pairs, I'm afraid your final score is 56, 59, 62, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next up, we have Isabel entering the fray, about to throw some discs.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself as an improviser? When did you start, and what are you up to right now?
Okay, as an improviser, I started as an actor. And then the thing about being an actor is people are always telling you what to do and who you can play and what you can't do more specifically. And then I discovered if you do improv, you can just cast yourself in all the scenes. So you can play whoever you like. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Do you feel like that trait affects the sort of culture of improv as well as the art form?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a bit more open. People are receptive to new ideas a lot. Yeah.
When you do cast yourself, who do you cast yourself as? What kind of things do you love to play?
I love playing authority figures. Draw your own conclusions about what that says about me. I love doing any kind of, that was a great shot. Well done, me. I like any kind of very bold movement. Any kind of rolling around on the floor, making some strange noises. That's very much my bag.
A lot of people in the improv world don't come to it with any acting experience. Do you have any advice for people based on the acting lessons that the lessons you've taken from acting?
That's a good question. I would say they're very similar. It's about listening. It's about being in the moment. Gosh, this board is looking terrible.
You gotta hit it hard. You got a big traffic jam.
Yes. It's about being aggressive, much like the game. It's just about playing the authority figure and being aggressive with it.
An impressive number of 1s, but no 4s. Let's see if we can fix that in going into round 2.
Okay. Right. We're gonna go for the 4s.
What improv have you seen that has most inspired you?
Probably one of the first ever improv shows I saw. Frustratingly, cannot remember the name of the company now, under pressure. But it was an improvised duo, and I didn't realize that it was improvised. I just went to see it, and then I was like, wow, that was a great play. And then I went to see it again, and I was like, wow, that was a whole different play. What is this sorcery?
That's incredible.
And that's how I found out about improv.
And then what brings you to Flock right now?
Well, I was looking for a little bit of inspiration, something to revitalize my life.
haven't been performing that much recently, so I just wanted to feel a bit inspired again and, you know, remember all of the good things about why I love improv.
Yeah. Has that started already?
Definitely. Yesterday was so, like, refreshing. It was like a big glass of cold water on a hot day.
Oh. All right. I'm glad to hear you're refreshed, but
Thank
you're going
you.
to need to be extra focused going into the
Oh,
third
gosh.
round and log at least 1-4.
Okay.
So, what can you talk to me about we did a workshop together yesterday? What were you up to and what did you learn from it?
So we did a clowning workshop, introduction to clowning, a great workshop. Okay. It's really hard to do two things at once.
Yeah, but you got to. Come on, you got this. What do you learn about
what do I learn
clown?
about clowning? I learned follow the fun. I learned be spontaneous. I learned always connect with other people. I learned show people where you're failing, because that is what is entertaining.
Well, it's true that many people are entertained by failure, and I think that is a perfect segue into this final Sjoelen shot.
No.
Where if you're unable to sink a 4, you may go down as the lowest score in the Sjoelenterviews so far. I'm afraid you have sunk an incredible 10 discs in the 1 slot. Well, only 1 disc has gone into the 4 slot. This is going to be a hard one to score. But
Emotionally hard or
it's
mathematically
going to be
hard?
emotionally hard. 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Okay,
All right,
that's not
40
as bad
points
as I thought.
locked in.
I would like to state for the record that I did better yesterday.
Well, you also had the highest number of 1s sunk by anybody in a Sjoelen interview.
Thanks.
If you listen to the Taxi Tales episode of Muprov Musings from the Liverpool Improvisation Festival, you may recognize this next voice. It's amazing how the improv festival circuit connects people and allows you to meet the same people again and again in many different places around the world. All right. Next up, we have Adria, friend of the podcast. You may remember him from Taxi Tales, but now in Amsterdam, get ready to start shooting those pucks because you're about to be interviewed.
Nice. You hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Okay, great.
So you have a unique role in the festival. What brings you here this year?
I do. I'm part of the international ensemble. We've been training for. Well, we're gonna be training. Oh, this is terrible. I'm doing.
Yeah, no, it's
terrible.
hard. But that's how it's gotta be. Not good for scoring, good for learning.
I know. It's fun. We're training for like 3 days, and we're going to do a new show, something that we came up with.
Are you
During the
sworn
rehearsals.
to secrecy about it, or can you let me in on a little bit of what the show might be about?
I feel like I'm sworn to secrecy, and also I'm sworn to being honest because it's not fully ready. Like I might
see.
tell you what it might be, but then tomorrow everything might change.
Well, can you then tell me about the emotional experience of building a show on the spot and knowing that you're going to perform tomorrow and not knowing what?
Well, I'm feeling on the spot right now.
I'm security. I'm here to make sure that it does not reveal secrets.
All
No,
right.
yes, I will not share any secrets. Yeah, it's been fun. Like we've been getting to know each other a lot, and through that we've been creating the formats, like what makes sense for all of us. And it feels very much like an ensemble piece.
What do you think you're bringing to that ensemble?
Cuteness, I guess.
Cuteness?
I don't know.
All right, the first round is all done, and you're doing quite well. Your edges are low, so you need 1s and 2s. But
Okay.
I think that you can certainly achieve that goal.
I can go better. I can do better. Yes. Any more questions, Hal?
Yeah. what do you have any big improv goals that you're reaching for?
I feel like lately I've been very burnt out with everything, I guess, in life. I do a lot of improv, so I guess with that as well. So I've been trying to just kind of enjoy more and have fun.
How do you go about doing that? How do you turn off that burnout?
Sleeping a lot. I noticed that sleeping helps me quite a lot. And I've been trying to just kind of be also alone. I know a festival can be very rough because you're always with people and you want to make sure also you have time for yourself.
Yeah. Sleeping can be pretty difficult. It takes a pretty respectful roommate to sleep well, right?
Yes, and you're a very respectful roommate indeed.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's the end of round 2.
Okay.
Things are looking quite well for you, except for those 1s and 2s.
Yes,
Those
I have
1s
to
and 2s.
focus on the edges.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You're deeply center focused, which is good for score, but we got to get a little more averageness in there.
I do agree with that.
Is there something that you're proudest of from your improv journey so far?
Is there anything I'm proud of?
Yeah, anything that you're proudest of?
I'm proud of being consistent, trying to be out there often, and trying to be kind to people and kind to myself, growing as a human being. What am I supposed to get now?
They're all doing very well. You have extra 4s, but anything else is good, and 4s are with lots of points. So
okay,
you could win the Sjoelenterview. Still have a lot of pucks left.
Let's see.
But let's keep the questions rolling to keep it hard.
Yeah.
What's something that you wish more people would do in improvisation?
Give people space. I feel like people try to step on each other accidentally. We all want to shine. We are kids, after all, in a lack of attention. So I feel like just making sure everyone has their own space is a wonderful thing.
Do you have any tricks for like bringing people on when they don't have enough space?
Just trying to always be aware.
And that's the interview. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How many points do I get?
I believe that you have 84, 87, 88, 89.
89.
Very impressive. One reason that the shows at Flock Festival are so darn good is because they each year bring in an elite team of extremely experienced improvisers to perform in the many shows that they're making. I was only able to get a couple of them onto the Schuler table, so really savor this next interview. Next up, we have Katy, and Katy, your last name is Schutte, right?
Correct.
So Schuler is the perfect. You already have a nickname.
No,
That's wonderful.
I was hoping that would go straight in to underline the perfection of my name, but no, it didn't work.
Oh, it's all right. You've been being perfect on stage in these shows. What has been your favorite thing that you've done so far?
I really enjoyed everything, but I really particularly enjoyed the show we did. There was a very ensemble show which we had one day to make because we had a nice process in the rehearsal room and it delivered on stage.
How did you go about building that show?
Well, we wanted no one to be the director or be in charge. So I kind of offered some processes with things like questions that we were interested in answering around improv, concepts that we thought were impossible to do.
Yeah.
And then we each took one of our little Post-its away and made an exercise for the group to answer that thing or pose more questions about that thing. And then we arrived at a particular show, and at a certain time we had a cut-off and tried the show. And it didn't work that great. And then we talked about it real quick, and then we did the real
And you
one.
did
and
it.
it worked.
It was brilliant. And that's the Shoe Line show, right?
Yes, that's right, yes.
Wonderful. What were some things that were impossible that you were aiming for?
Doing a podcast over the top of a scene so that we had layers. We were very much thinking about limitations, about what's impossible, in terms of in an improvised context. So Laura came up with a list of things that maybe you could do in dance, or you could do in other types of theatre, or in podcasting that were hard to do on stage. So it was kind of, yeah, just having an audio conversation while something else was going on. Because in life, we get to listen to something while we're traveling or while we're doing something else.
That is startlingly thematic for what you're doing right now.
I know. I've had practice now.
Taking on the impossible task. What made you guys want to shoot for Impossible?
We didn't start with that. We started with nothing at all. But I think our questions around improv were like, why should it be improvised? What is it, apart from us enjoying improv, that makes it kind of necessary or good to make it improvised? Why not just script it? So we were thinking about what is the crossover? Where is improv interesting and challenging in a way that other types of theatre can be? So it's kind of what's impossible, but then why do we do it? And finding the bridge between those things. I don't know if I explained that very well.
Do you think that that is coming from boredom or from excitement and wanting to do...
Just iteration, just we're all excited to see what else is possible. I don't think it's boredom, really. That's literally the worst ever result I've had on
It's
my
okay,
first
you've got
run.
2 more rounds to fill up these ones. We're missing ones right now, but that's all right.
Okay.
So what was you said you brought processes. What were they, besides the writing down the impossible things?
Oh, so, I mean, nothing kind of amazing apart from just because no one's in charge. Sometimes you can kind of sit around waiting for other people to make decisions, and we didn't want to make one person in charge so that they had to be a director. So what we did was checked in a little bit, and then I said, what is our brief? So what was on paper for us to actually do? And that was do something new that none of us had done before and not bring any ideas to the room already. So we looked at the brief that Gail had given us, and then we tried to ask questions around that brief. So it was sitting around in a circle, writing Post-it notes, and then seeing what ideas we got out of those limitations. So limitation was a big thing. We invented
That's
some
wonderful.
exercises for rehearsal and tried those, and they were really fun, but not specifically things we wanted to do on stage. But they gave us some ideas. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I've noticed one thing that has struck me watching you play this week has been you seem very like unfazed. Like crazy things can happen around you, and you manage to keep it like cool, but also still emotionally react. How is that intentional, or how does that work into your play?
Well, thank you. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate that. I think as long as I have the trust, then I'm unfazed. If I trust the people I'm playing with, which is hopefully most of the time, then I just see that everything is there on purpose. There's a reason it's there, so we'll just roll with it. But I think it's also experience. I don't think I was always that confident. So just having
It just built up over time.
Yeah. I think because I've been doing it 20 years or so. And
Did that come through a lot of iterations and failure? Were there any memorable like moments where you were like, oh, this is a disaster in your journey?
Definitely. Ask any improviser and they've definitely had a show they did not enjoy. I think one of them was me and a friend joked about not having each other's back in a show, and then we didn't.
Oh no.
So it wasn't on purpose. But that's kind of what happened. So it's kind of like, you got to take those things a little bit seriously of really not auditioning each other's ideas, trying not to let your ego get in the way too much, I think.
Woo!
Oh, that was we did a good
You
result.
just get a 2.
I've got to get this one in.
You're in a really good situation.
It's doing well.
If you can slide it off the side. Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh yeah. You don't.
we won that one.
Oh!
Ah.
Still a great
Still
score.
not bad.
We wanted more. 95, 97.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a personal
Thank you
best.
for the Sjoelenterview and a personal best.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. Thank you.
All right.
It's a testament to the quality of Flock that people come from far and wide. But this next guest may have traveled farther than anyone else we've interviewed so far.
Start shooting.
Start shooting?
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got Phill coming into the hot end of the Schule board. What did you learn? What did you learn?
What do I learn?
What did you learn?
About Schulen.
No, about improv.
About improv?
Yeah.
Just do it and have fun, and like the rest of it works out. I'm doing really well at this.
I'll run. I'll catch up.
Yeah. I mean, I think just it's learning from all the different cultures of improv and all the different schools of it. Yeah, the people. Yeah. Just have fun.
What was the most fun you had?
I think probably buffooning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you tell me a little bit about what that was like?
It was strapping cardboard to ourselves, which was ridiculous fun. Which slot do I need to aim for here? That one. Cool. Yeah, so we just buffooning, slapping cardboard on ourselves, learning just to, oh my God, this is hard. Yeah.
Has improv always been fun for you?
Most of the time, I think, there's times where you go in and out of like just phases where it can feel a bit of a drag at times, but for the most part, yeah, great. Like, and it's all about the people too, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You came all the way from New Zealand. What's New Zealand improv like?
New Zealand improv, it's great. We've got a good scene. There's a good community in Auckland and Wellington, Christchurch. There's most of the big cities. Not that we have big cities, but yeah, most of the cities have that. And then in my town, Taranaki, or the region is Taranaki, New Plymouth, the city. Yeah, got a really cool little vibe going on. Good community of 15 to 20 people. Yeah, getting involved monthly shows.
What's your role in that community?
I lead it pretty much. So teaching, running the shows, producing, marketing, doing all the admin, everything really.
What are the big lessons that you've learned from doing all that?
So many. I mean, like, because my improv journey is a bit different.
How so?
I'd started improvising in 2018, and that was in Auckland, where there is a big community. And then, a pandemic kind of moved me down to a different part of the country where there was no improv at all. So I had to learn pretty quickly to teach and get over the imposter syndrome. And I was, very clear about like, I'm like a step ahead of everyone else, but not that far, It was kind of shining a flashlight in the dark ahead of me. And then it was, basically a couple of years, but through the pandemic, very, affected by that, very hard to get a lot of momentum. And then I packed up my bags again and moved to another small town. So it started the whole journey again, and I kind of learned from my mistakes. But it means I've spent a lot more time teaching rather than performing. So it's a bit of an odd journey.
But that's a lovely journey. What do you think that makes your improv different from other people before you shoot your last one?
Sorry, what was the question?
Or like, how does that change how you experience everything?
Definitely a lot more analytical. Probably just thinking about it, and I guess I think about a lot when I'm, doing workshops and things. Is like, how does this apply to my community? Always looking at skill gaps and things. But yeah, I think we've also got our own beautiful little thing going on where there's almost like a naivety and an isolation from the rest of the improv world, which means we can, kind of create new interesting things ourselves as well.
62.
62. That's
Thank
my
you, Phill.
all-time low score.
That's all right. It's a weird format.
Talking and playing does that.
Flock Festival isn't the only game in town. While I was there, I was able to talk to the artistic directors of several other festivals. And one of those artistic directors, I was able to get onto the Schule board.
Next up on the Sjoelen board, we have Kim,
Yay!
the director of the Vietnam Improv Festival and
Hello.
a member of the International Ensemble at Improv.
2024.
2024. Ah, 24. Yeah.
Yes.
So you, actually, that's great. You were in the bunch.
Yes, I was in the bunch.
Could you tell me a little bit about that? I haven't had anyone from the bunch yet on the.
Oh, so like it's kind of like the first time that Flock has a festival, and like I was friends with. I met Laura in another festival, and like we like each other. I like Laura. I think Laura likes me. I think, but and then like I was kind of like, okay, a festival in Amsterdam, it sounds nice. It's like it's going to be my first time in Europe. And then I kind of like look at what is happening at that festival, and I was kind of like, I didn't know what to choose, and I texted Laura like, hey, what would you suggest me to do? And Laura gave that specific suggestion, and I signed up for that and got picked for the Internet Ensemble. Yeah, and it's a group of like 10 amazing people. I'm very much enjoying the company, like during the 3 intense days that we practice together and have a show. And then even like 1 year later, we still have 7 out of 10 doing that show again.
Oh, there. Oh, well done. What was it like doing the same show? Nice shots. What was it like doing the same show a year apart? How did it change?
It's like, we realized that like over a year we learned so much individually that we all have something that we want to do differently for the show. Because like it was, the show was coached by Inba Lori. And like we love her. It's kind of like she's kind of like really an amazing instructor and improviser in general. And like we kind of like really enjoy her instruction. But after 1 year, we kind of like there's some of us we use that format for our company, or like we kind of like took the small exercise to use for our group or our classes that we teach, and then like we realized that there's this thing that we want to kind of like do it less. There's this thing that we want to do it more. And like we'll kind of like get together for like one meal to talk over what we want and what we don't want. And yeah, that's the process. And I'm glad that like David stepped up to be like kind of like the facilitator that help us to kind of like reach the common ground peacefully and like and I'm so happy about this. It's kind of like the bunch is a show about a group of friends that reunite after a while of not seeing each other, and like we met 2024 and this year 2025 is literally like a reunion.
Yeah, it's crazy to have the show reflect reality in that way.
Yeah,
like that's an amazing thing. All right, I want to also ask you about the festival that you run. How did you start running it, and what has it been, that experience been like?
Oh, so like I was kind of like, I have been an organizer for events for quite a long time. So like I work for a Japanese institution. I work for the Japan Foundation, if you know that place. It's kind of like a Japanese governmental organization for like cultural exchanges event. And also like I was the event manager of TEDx Hanoi.
Wow.
So I was kind of like, I think it was 2022 that I was 4 years, almost 5 years into improv. And then like I went to International Improv Festival, and I was kind of like, okay, for improv, I'm not like a super expert, but like how to put up an event, I know how to do that. And I know that like our people need more kind of like a new wind, we would call. So like more new people, like more approach, so that they know that it's not just us in Vietnam. There's different type of improv, different type of like how they see the term of yes ending differently as well.
Ooh,
so like,
I'm curious to know about that. What do you mean by yes ending differently?
Oh, so like
So in Vietnam and also like East Asian or like Southeast Asian, agreement is something that we would do to avoid confrontation. To keep peace, because we like it. We like when people are all happy. So that like, but in improv, and also like theater in general, has to be something happen to kind of like to get people to watch us. So it's kind of like a new approach for like storytelling for people.
Well done.
And it was really kind of like something different. Yeah, for our community and yeah.
Are there any other big differences that you feel like, or things you've developed?
Can you elaborate?
Are there any other big differences that you've experienced improvising in Vietnam versus in Europe or other places?
Oh, we kind of like have the tendency to lean toward the scenes about family, because like family is kind of like a big pillar in our culture. So that like compared to other cultures, it's kind of like I can obviously see that like the Vietnamese improv scene, there's a lot of like that element, and also like that inspired me quite a lot in kind of like workshop designing. So like I have some workshop that I really kind of like based on that value. For example, like culturally proud or like generational bridges. So it's kind of like really, almost.
Wait, so it was a workshop about generational bridges?
Yes, so like kind of like how to do scene between like generations, or like how to do scene that like we can all enjoy our culture without like falling in the trap of stereotypical assumption kind of thing. It's really fun. It's really fun.
Do you mean just like a scene where you have multiple generations of the same family, or where you would see it like 30 years later and then 40?
Both. And also like generation is not only about the age. Because for example, if you in a kind of like, for example, in an enterprise, in a company, your boss and you already in the two generation of working experience. So like it's kind of like appear when two people have different background. Yeah. So it's a little bit larger than the age generation.
Wow, that's a cool way. That's a cool way of looking at it. Are there any other tools like that you've developed that you feel like you'd want to share with the world?
I'm also quite a nerdy person. So like I have this festival nerds workshop that I would do that at the end of a festival. That is basically a workshop where people bring the note that they learned from other workshops during the week, during the festival. And then they will share with each other, and then like I will kind of like help them to pick out the juiciest part and to create something together from what they learned. So it's kind of like a really, really nerdy thing that like I work with sticky notes and kind of like color paints, those kind of things that, yeah, it's really, yeah.
But that's a great, was that round 3 or 2?
I don't remember actually. Your question is too good. I don't remember.
I know. I'm happy to have you throw more if you want to do one.
Okay.
It's a high scoring.
Am I the best among the interviewee?
You need to sing a couple more to get there. You're doing very well. Daniel was the other person who was. You certainly have sunk the most discs of anyone, but a lot of them are in the 2.
I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive.
You gotta get one in the 1 then. You did it. Okay, so you're at least 100. 100 something.
Okay.
All right. So you have 100 and 110.
Yay!
Well done. It was sad to say goodbye to Flock Festival, But even late at the after party on the last night, I was able to get in one final game. It's 1 a.m. We're in the very final end of Flock Festival. I'm talking to Julia. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Julia? Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure I got the pronunciation right.
Julia. Hi.
Hi. How are you feeling?
I am. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exhausted. I'm full of energy and tired at the same time. I'm inspired, but yeah, I'm also. I think having a holiday now would be great.
A holiday from the holiday.
Yes.
What? If you could put an emotion to it, what would that emotion be?
It's a mix.
A mix.
It's a mix, but not so well blended. So with a lot of texture in it.
All right. Was there anything particularly inspiring about Flock this year?
Yes, the show, the one scene show.
Oh yeah.
So I already talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
It showed me how much childish joy improv brings to me, and that this is really something that I enjoy having in my life. I feel like I'm so serious in life, and especially now in my 30s, life gets so much more serious, and having this joy and this lightness is something that is for me I find uniquely in improv. And in the show, people were sitting at the metro and in the tube or waiting for the tube, and once in a while someone had the idea of just making a physical offer or something like that, and then all the others just joined in happily, and just following along. And I think we need this more in life and in the community.
Yeah, it's lovely to see. Have you felt like you've had a lot of connections here? Of getting to play that way yourself?
I know a lot of people, and I enjoy playing with them. But I think deeper connection will happen over several festivals.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy meeting the people again, but for me this is a process that I'm still in.
Yeah. As you leave, do you feel like was there anything that really surprised you?
This year I'm really surprised about myself, because when I got to the end of my 20s, life felt really really hard in a way. And now in these festivals and in this hobby, I find a lot of this joy again, and this the easy parts of life. and the floating. Yeah, I love when life just feels like floating, and everything will turn out the right way.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised by that. Finding that again.
All right, we're going into our second round. Yeah, that's the. When did you start improvising? How old were you?
Maybe 21.
Wow. So you've been doing it for a long time.
Yes, maybe 11 years. Or
Yeah, that's the exact same as me. We started at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Do you feel like its meaning really changed for you as you got older?
Yes. Yeah, so in the beginning it was rather a bit presenting myself and a bit showing my emotions and in a way making a scene or something like that. And now for me it is way more about the connection. And I enjoy connectedness way more than having a moment where I can shine on stage or something like that.
How do you find that connection?
Well, the most important thing is to make eye contact. That's, I love the teachers who said, look at each other!
Yeah.
Look at each other! And most answers in improv are in the face of your fellow players. So, yeah. I don't find the answers in my head. It's in the face of the others or in the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also connection for me. I find connection by just copying what someone else does. If I like the idea of someone, just joining in and valuing the idea, and then I feel strongly connected. Even if it's not about me. It's about letting the others shine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really bad at this.
It's okay. You're doing a great job. But some people do good at the game. Some people do good at the interview. And at the very least, you're going to have a memorable score. We're going into our second round. We've yet to sink anything in the 2 slot. So you know what we're aiming for.
Do I have to put something
You'll get
in
more points if you evenly distribute them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm really enjoying the conversation. So we're not shining, we're connecting. I'm curious, do you feel like the improv affects your real life outside of it?
Oh, it does so much. Yeah.
Is there any big life lesson that you've learned from improvising?
I think I learned a lot of things, but one thing is that you can always decide how to react to something happening. So in improv, we tend to we want to decide we want to make a big choice. We want to be changed. We want to want to be extreme and interesting, and we do training on that. But this also made me understand that in real life I can decide to not go for the big reaction. I can also go for the calm reaction, or for patience. And I think this changed a lot how I
do my relationships and yeah.
Do you have any examples?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to be quite emotional. Like, for example, if someone cancelled an appointment that we had, like maybe shortly before it, then I could get really angry and
There's the 2.
okay, I have to input 2. Okay.
You would get angry if someone canceled?
Yes, or I would like to act out my disappointment or something like that, and now I'm feeling like my life is full of things and the person's life is full of things, and if our appointment does not work out today, then it will work out next week or next month. And this
Another 2.
Yeah, this is really relaxing and gives a lot of stability to my relationships. And look forward to. Okay, all right.
Oh, well done. We're now looking for 4s. Power. Yeah, 60. All right, you're at 60 points.
Okay.
Anything's good. Oh,
That's the last one.
Yeah, there's the interview. Thank you. You got 60 points exactly. Wonderful.
Okay.
As we close out on what was a really, really lovely time, I want to congratulate, of course, Daniel for scoring the highest score across all of the Sjoelenterviews, and Kim for scoring the highest score in Sjoelenterviews episode 2. But it was just an awesome way to hear all these different voices. And I've left, many digits open in the number of Sjoelenterview episodes that are to come. And whenever Flock Festival does come back in 2027, I can't wait to to get more people to be interviewed. This was so much fun. And throughout it, I was really able to hone my my Schule craft. I got to put it in because I'm very proud of it. On the very last day of Flock Festival, shortly before the interview you just heard, I scored a perfect Schule game of 148. So I can now rest easy, and there's really nowhere left to go. And it makes me very happy that improv as an art form has no limit, and that there'll always be more practice and more discovery and more learning and more different ways to play. It was so fun to hear all of these different voices and learn all of the different techniques. Seeing the people who played Schule as a form of humor, who played to score the most points, who played as a way to connect and make friends or to share their thoughts. There isn't really a right way to do it, and it's delightful to see from around the world all the different ways that people do improv. This has been one of my favorite series to take part in, and I can't wait to see where else it goes. But without further ado, this has been Muprov Musings. So my sign-off is that I will actually get to keep in touch with some of the voices from this show. So during this episode of the Sjoelenterviews, you might have heard Chris Mead talking about the new actor training program that they're starting with the Pretend Company. And I just got an email into my inbox letting me know that I will be able to take part in that program. So I'm super psyched, and I'm doing it with Sasha as well, who's my partner. And we haven't played together improvisationally since a new play. So it's been, 2 years now since we've gotten to improvise together. And I'm very excited about it. So I can't wait to see what this year brings. But it's amazing that a little program like Muprov Musings has already brought me a whole new group of people to improvise with. So I'm very excited about it. That alone has completely made the Sjoelenterviews worth it. So if you are ever feeling like you don't know where to improvise next, you're in a new place, consider finding a Schulo table and a microphone. And just asking people what their projects are and what they're excited about, because you never know, you might become a student in one of their projects. So that's going to be really fun. I guess the other time I'm going to get to play with Sasha and potentially see some of these people is that I'm about to head to Edinburgh Fringe. So I just finished up a preview show in Washington, D.C. We did a great tragedy on Saturday night, and now on Tuesday, so tomorrow basically, if you're listening to this in New York, we're gonna have one final preview show before heading out to the Fringe for 25 shows in a row. So over the course of 45 days, I was doing 31-hour-long Shakespeare shows. So that's delightful. And Sasha is gonna be teching, so I'm gonna get in some ways to do a lot more partnered improv, which I'm really stoked about. And the quantity is so there right now in a way that I don't think I've ever had anything. We've had weekends at the Sims where we did like 10 shows in a weekend, which was a different kind of quantity. But a show every day for 25 days is a new one. And I'm super excited to see how it goes. If you know anyone near Edinburgh, if any of you happen to be near Edinburgh, come see Thorn and Pedalstick perform in C venues at 8:20 p.m. every night. And get ready for some more international voices, because there are a lot of great improvisers at the Fringe, and I'm hoping to get to interview them. All right. Farewell, all. Next time.
Can't you see me now? Can't you see me now? Can't you see me now? Everything has changed.